Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are talking about what's the best type of shoe to wear for riding a one wheel. Stay tuned. All right, y'all, first on the list, we've got the Nikes. It's really comfortable, but there are a few things we're gonna talk about. So we are going to rate all the shoes I am comparing today in a little tier list from S to F. So the topics that we're gonna talk about for each shoe is foot fatigue, grip, nosedive recovery, replacement of the foot while you're riding, hang from the board, how much does the shoe hang off from each side, ease of turning. So we're gonna go ahead and start riding. All right. You guys, so we have been riding all morning on these Nike shoes. So let's talk about a couple of things. So foot fatigue with these shoes in particular, just because it's a thin material and there's not enough cushion around the shoe, that my feet get really tired during longer rides. That's unfortunate, but they're very comfortable to wear. I would say it would get the job done if you have no other shoe. Ease of turning is another one. I find that hanging my feet off makes it easier to turn. There's only about an inch to an inch and a half of the heel hanging off the board, but I feel like it makes it easier to kind of carve, but I don't really see a safety concern there. It's pretty easy to reposition my foot when I'm riding the board. I've only nosedived a couple of times riding with these shoes. It's pretty easy to recover depending on how fast you're going. The angle of the nosedive, if you're going downhill, uphill, catches you by surprise. That's what really gets you. So I find that if you feel it nosedive and you get that split second of reaction time, with these shoes, it kind of cushions the impact of your ankles, and if you're running and you catch yourself on a nosedive. So overall, I'd say this shoe's a B. All right. Have been riding this afternoon on my boots. Foot fatigue, since these boots are very padded, it has a very hard sole, especially on the heel, protects and cushions your foot, it will reduce the foot fatigue overall. Foot hang and safety concerns, it droops off of the heel edge a lot more. I want to say about 3 to 4 inches. Raises a concern just because I've had multiple wheel slips and sensor notifications saying that my foot is off of half of the sensor. So I think the message is like, you've been riding for X amount of miles with just one half of the sensor being activated. That's introducing the risk of nosedives. And I've actually nosedived with these boots. I caught myself, thankfully. I was going pretty fast. I think I was going like 14 miles an hour. I felt it the next day. I do not recommend wearing work boots on your one wheel, especially with the turning radius with these boots. It's not meant for riding a board. The repositioning of your foot while you're riding with these boots doesn't allow you to reposition your foot as easily as the Nikes that we've checked out so far. You know, if you're riding to the store, you know, a couple blocks down, if it's your last mile solution, you're going downtown, you go to work, and then you ride it to the office, that's fine, but don't expect long rides with these boots. I'd rate it a D. Oh, I did forget to mention that since these are high top boots right there, the ankles do start to feel a little bit more sore than with any of the other shoes. All right, you guys. So We are here at our next location. We are riding with our blue Nike running shoes. That was scary. Alright guys, so after riding a little bit with my blue Nike running shoes, here is what I've got to say. Unlike the previous Nike shoe that we used, those shoes, again, felt like you weren't wearing shoes. They were so comfortable, and it was such a thin layer around the top and the bottom of your feet. You could feel yourself clenching the board. So with time, your feet will stop clenching and like grabbing onto the foot pads just with experience, and it'll just come naturally. The fear will go away and you'll learn how to just pivot back and forth with your heels and your toes. With this shoe, it definitely has more padding around the bottom edge where the heels are. You can definitely feel that this is cushioning the impact more as you walk. Ease of turning on the board with these shoes, it definitely feels great. It feels natural when you're able to kind of like turn and pivot. Replacement of your foot while you're riding is definitely easy with these shoes. It has grip, but it doesn't have that major stop with the boots on the heel. So you can actually pick up your feet just a tiny bit while you're riding to slightly readjust your foot with ease. So overall, I'm gonna give it a B. Just because I think I've grown a little bit with these shoes, so they're kind of tight. If I had the right size, or maybe if I just loosened the laces a little bit, then I think these shoes would be perfect for riding a one wheel. If you already own them, you don't really need to go out and get specific shoes for them. The foot hang off on these particular shoes actually is not too bad. It's kind of in the range with the green Flyknit Nikes. They hang off about like 1 inch. I'm a size 11 and a half. Foot fatigue on these, they're in the same ballpark, a little bit better than the green Flyknits, much better than the boots for sure. They fit perfectly, they support your ankles really nicely, and I can actually ride about 5 miles straight before I can start feeling a little bit of tension in the foot. Up next, we are going to talk about my favorite footwear to use on the One Wheel Pint. Nike SB skate shoes. All right, so first off the bat, these shoes just feel so comfortable. I'm wearing a size 11 and a half. Picked these up because I haven't owned a pair of skate shoes in a while. I have been using these shoes in the last couple of weeks. My feet have never felt so comfortable and so natural when riding a board. It gives you the perfect grip, but not too tight to where you can't reposition your feet. It gives me the most natural feeling of when I'm turning with my heels and toes. I don't feel my feet clamping onto the board anymore. It just feels great. Just like these shoes were made for skating, you know? The feet hang off. I've been positioning my feet a little different with these, just a little bit diagonal, so there's barely any feet hang off. I kind of do that so I can be a little bit more nimble with my turning, and my speed, and my stopping. I rode a full charge on these shoes maybe like a week ago, and my feet didn't start cramping or like kind of like feeling the fatigue riding for a prolonged period of time until I got home. So that's a 7-8 mile ride, and man, I'm really impressed with these shoes. They give you enough support and cushion within the shoes. The grip on the side ensures that you are not going to slip off or anything like that. I definitely recommend these shoes to anyone who is riding a one-wheel skateboard, anything that has grip tape on it. It is the perfect shoe that I have tried so far with my one wheel. Repositioning of the foot is really easy. It gives you enough grip to stay planted so you know where your feet are, but if you know you need to align your feet while you're riding. I really just love these shoes. They've just felt the best, and it helps that they're a really nice, simple design, simple style. I love them. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get some last minute clips. We have been shooting all day today. It's been an amazing day. Been feeling great. This past week has been really cold for Texas, in the low 30s, but today is just perfect. We will wrap this up with our final thoughts back in the studio. So I forgot, there is one more shoe that we need to try out, and they're the Sandals. Welcome back to the studio. Here we're gonna go ahead and wrap up my thoughts on all of these shoes. Wait a minute. Don't even bother wearing sandals while riding on one wheel. We've got the boots from Aldo, just a stylish work boot, high top Nike Freeze, the very thin, very comfortable running shoe. It basically just envelops your foot and you're just wearing nothing. We've got these tighter Nike Zoom Pegasus shoes. They are a little bit more tight and more padded around the ankles especially, and around the toe area. And then we have the Winners, my favorite shoe for riding one wheel. They're just meant for this. We've got the Nike SBs right here. Let's go ahead and rate them. I rated, obviously this is S tier right here. The Nike Zoom Pegasus shoes are going to be an A. The Nike Freeze are going to come strong right behind the Zoom Pegasuses. It's going to be a B. And then we've got our boots, a D. If we're going to rate the sandals, that's F tier for sure. If you are planning on riding a one wheel and you want the best experience possible, I do recommend getting a pair of skateboard shoes that have flat bottoms with the nice grip on them. Again, these are the Nike SBs. I definitely recommend this pair. I definitely feel a difference quality while riding coming from like down the list from these shoes here. Happy riding, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button for me for more videos like this in the future. We talk about everything filmmaking and one wheel content, of course. Thanks so much, guys, for watching. Hit that like button, hit the bell to be notified when I post another video. We are going hard going into the next year, 2020, with more content, more videos, and more fun around this channel. Also, if there's anything that you guys want me to test out with my one wheel, if you have any questions, go ahead and leave a comment down below. I will go ahead and get to it as quick as I can. But as always, I hope you all enjoyed the video. Thanks for checking it out, and we'll see you in the next one. See you guys.